The hell?
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is going on? What the hell?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is wrong with you people?
What the hell? WTHN, this is the show where you will hear what the hell matters to us now. Local celebrities, family, friends, and your everyday person. Talking about what the hell real people talk about. WTHN, starting now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to WTHN, What the Hell Now with D. Carter. And I have special guests today, Mr. CC Ivery and Mr. Tory Atkins. And we are talking today about the HBCU Hoop It Up tournament. And so, we all right?
Yeah.
We good? Okay. We should make sure everybody ready. We got to make sure everybody ready. All right. And so make sure y'all come in with your questions and with your comments. And if you've ever been a part of the Hoop It Up tournament, come on in and talk to us today. All right. And so I'm going to let these gentlemen introduce themselves and tell us a little bit more about themselves.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tory Atkins. I'm a local insurance agent. I own an insurance agency at McAllister Square called Atkins and Associates Insurance Agency. Some of you guys might know me. Some of you guys might be my customers. Good evening to everyone. We're just on here tonight to talk about the Hoop It Up tournament that we have coming up. We've got about 5 locations that we have scheduled. And, we're going to tell you a little bit more about it and let you guys know how to get in touch with us and how to support.
Awesome.
What up, Greenville? C. Local boy. I don't have much to give you guys. I'm just here to really promote the Hoop It Up 3x3 HBCU challenge. It's something that I'm excited about. I'm hoping that we can, hopefully push this thing to where eventually we have 101 HBCUs participating at some point in time. So we glad for D taking us on tonight.
For sure. He said he don't have really much to talk about. This is a big deal.
It is. It's a big deal.
This is a big deal. And so tell me, is this the first year for the Hoop It Up tournament?
So actually, it's not the first year of Hoop It Up. Hoop It Up is a 30-year-old company, grassroots basketball tournament that started in Dallas, Texas. Well, back in 2019, 2020, Hoop It Up was acquired by Mr. Kevin Garnett and Big Ticket LLC. And so through our relationship, I was able to acquire a license in the state of South Carolina to operate Hoop It Up. And so what we did over the first couple of years, of course, we were in COVID at the time, so we really couldn't do much. We did a few developmental camps for kids during COVID, and then once we got a little free, when we could get back outside, we started traveling a little bit, and then we hosted the first one ever in the state of South Carolina back in April of this year at Benedict College.
Awesome.
And that's where it started. And we started with a Quest tournament, which is a tournament where it's pro-am guys that play Hoop It Up ball, but they play on a tour. So they travel around the country 30 to 40 weeks out of the year, and they play for cash prizes in the sum of $5,000 to $10,000 a tournament.
Awesome.
Well, we had one, and we didn't have as many of the pro-am teams to come in as we would like. So we got very creative and invited the students of Benedict and Allen in. And by mistake, this was developed, to be completely honest with you. It was by accident.
It was in the plans, just not y'all plans.
Yeah, it was by accident.
God did.
God did.
We didn't know about it, but God did.
Well, that is awesome. I love stuff like this because I am from Texas, and so I'm familiar with Hoop It Up. And so with just seeing it here is a big deal, especially, with the HBCUs too. But just getting involved, in anything like this with HBCUs. That's why I shouted out, alumni, everybody that just supports, to be involved in this. This is a huge deal. I love it. I love supporting stuff like this, and I'm glad it's here. I am glad it's here.
It's overdue.
Yeah.
We're glad it's here too. And like CC said, we kind of stumbled upon this, but once we saw the reaction that we got from the students, and the faculty and the staff at Benedict Allen, like they were all on board with it. So, it just sparked an idea in our brains to say, hey, we can take this to every HBCU and duplicate it and really get, the faculty behind it, the students behind it, alumni behind it, and turn it into something big. So that's what we're working on right now.
I love it. I'm going to have to come out there and do a Sunset Park trip for y'all right quick now.
Yeah. I mean, we want everybody. It's just not the HBCU alumni. We want, the general community to come out. We want the kids. We partnered with, like I said, Benedict, Allen, Claflin, South Carolina State, Clinton College. Am I forgetting anybody, T? I don't know.
We've reached out to several of them.
Yeah, we've reached out to several.
We've gotten feedback from other ones too, but these are the first 5 that have made the commitment and actually put a date on the schedule.
Yeah.
So we got those 5 on the schedule right now, and so we'll be going back-to-back weekends to each one of these universities and putting on this tournament. And hopefully, like you said, we can get all 101 HBCUs in the whole country to participate. Awesome. And so we kind of had a vision too of picking a central location to have a championship game.
Yes.
After we've been to each HBCU and had a individual tournament on their campus, we take that winner and bring them to a championship game, and hopefully turn that championship tournament into something that'll be a big event as well.
That's awesome. And so CC told me how he got involved in it. So how did you get involved in it?
I kind of got, sucked into it.
He got sucked into the deal, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Association.
Yeah.
Association.
He wasn't really listening to me at the time, right? He really wasn't listening to me at the time, and he was like, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. He was like, bro, this ain't gonna work. And I was like, let's just be patient with it, man. Cause I'm a basketball junkie. I'm a basketball junkie through and through.
Yes.
And I was totally sold on it when I seen what it could be.
Yes.
From the potential, from once you see the students competing, him and I talked, and we've been on a couple of trips, out of the state to see things, and South Carolina is behind. Of course, we are behind on a lot of things, and so it's kind of hard to get a lot of people to catch on to what's going on. Well, 3x3 basketball now is an Olympic sport.
Yes.
And so it's just a matter of time before kids and other individuals are going to figure out that that's another pathway to professional basketball. I mean, you don't have to just go and try to play 5-on-5. You got overtime down in Atlanta now. You just have so many platforms and other opportunities to live out your dreams. And so when we, came upon Hoop It Up, I was like, T, this is an opportunity where it's never been here. It's a lot of talent. And the one thing about talent is everybody don't make the team.
For sure.
Everybody not going to make the high school, the middle school.
Yes.
I mean, it's just the bottom line. You're not. But the thing about 3-on-3, you don't have to worry about, am I going to play? You're going to play.
Yeah.
Because it's a maximum of 4 players on the team. So the one thing you're going to do, you're going to play. So as you're playing, you're going to get better. Whereas you make a middle school team or a high school team and they sent you on the end of the bench. Yeah. So you didn't went through 30 games and you hadn't played 10 minutes. So have I got better?
Yeah,
no.
Exactly.
But if I can get out and hoop with 4 of my friends or 3 of my friends and we play in these tournaments, I'm getting better because I'm competing. And now, it's just developing the skill. So I think it's a new wave. I think it's a different opportunity. It's a different style of play. It's super fast paced.
Which is always good.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
But with the HBCUs, I think it gives us an opportunity to be organic, to be truly us. If you play basketball, you know what I mean. It's nothing like being on a collegiate campus and playing collegiate ball, but it's nothing like being on an HBCU campus, period.
Yes, for sure.
So when you get that, and what we did was we didn't want to, ruffle any feathers with the NCAA and things of that magnitude. So we're not even touching the scholarship athlete. We deal totally with the intramural programs on the HBCU campuses because these are the regular students.
Got you. That was going to be my next question.
Yeah,
Is
we
it
deal with the
just
regular students, and half of the time the regular students better than the ball players on the team.
Well,
You know,
just like in the street. That's how it is.
You know, that's just what it is. And if you hoop, you know what it is.
Yes.
You know you got guys that can. It's just regular students. They didn't want no. You know, they wanted a scholarship. They didn't get recruited.
Mm-hmm.
But you show up in the rec or wherever else.
Yep.
And you got the number one guy on the team getting it handed to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who y'all get a scholarship to, really?
Yes,
yeah, so,
for sure.
You know, that's the thing about this. We taking 8 teams from the boys and 8 teams from the girls. So each institution has an opportunity to have 16 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the 16 teams, we're going to bring each one of those teams, like T said, to a central location. We're hoping to bring them back to Greenville during March Madness. Bring them all back to Greenville and let them play for the HBCU state championship.
Yes.
So, you know, the vision there is big. The goal is huge. You know, we bounce this probably 3 times a day. And we wanted to get all 8 HBCUs in the state of South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to start at home. And that was the most important thing, starting at home, because there are larger institutions around the country.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, not if, but when
for sure
they come on board.
Yes.
You know, we didn't want our hometown HBCUs to get pushed to the wayside.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's some things that need to be seen. And
yes.
acknowledge that our HBCUs.
Anything in South Carolina, yes. And so,
to say the least.
Coming from, you know, big state where I'm from Texas, so we do everything big, you know, and so it's about time for y'all to make some noise.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
we're trying to catch up.
No disrespect to Texas. No disrespect. Hey, Texas, but you know, we got Clemson. When the last time y'all won a
well, they're not HBCU. We talking about HBCU.
I know, but still, that's the only thing we got to talk about right now. Leave us alone.
But you're right. I ain't even gonna argue with it. But yeah, I love it.
But we really wanted to, you know, honestly put some influence and shine some exposure, get some exposure and shine some light on the HBCUs. Because what we didn't recognize, and me out of my ignorance, I had no idea that it wasn't until we talked to the faculty, we talked to Dr. Shelby and Professor Elliott at Benedict and Professor Jones over at Allen that we found out that the programs had no budget.
For intramurals.
For intramurals.
Oh, wow.
You know, so for intramural sports. And so, you know, it was just that. And then us getting on campus and walking the campus and seeing the students there, it's just like, wow. And so, you know, for me, it's, you know, I have kids that's in college.
Yes.
At HBCUs.
At HBCUs.
Yes.
And so I'm like, wow, okay, this what it is.
Yeah. This is what you get.
We got to do something different here. And so, you know, the ride home and, you know, hoop it up, it was like, you know, how can we help? You know, where can we find our little place and how can we put money back into it? And basketball just happened to be the, you know, the tool that fell in the lap for us. And it's been receptive. You know, we've had great relations. We built great relationships throughout the schools, throughout the faculty and staff. And then we built outside relationships.
Yes.
So we're looking at nurturing those.
Yeah, I love it too, because when you're you're dealing with just the regular students, because they get, you know, pushed to the wayside a little bit in sports in every school, not just college, you know. And so, you know, sports usually, you know, is the domain for the moneymaker for the school.
Yeah.
And so with y'all bringing in, you know, just the regular students, is good too, because they can bring in some money now too for the school.
Yeah, they can. And they're excited about it too. So the response we got when we were on campus first time we went back in April was tremendous. Like, we had kids that were wanting to sign up and play, but they couldn't because we didn't have room for them at that point. But now we're bringing it back. So I'm pretty sure, you know, we're going to get an even bigger response when we go back now. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. And so y'all going to get on the court at any time?
Yeah, speak.
The way these knees set up.
We speak.
No.
So we're going to speak. That's it.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price. So it'll take.
Y'all don't want to hurt them young boys. Y'all don't want to hurt them young boys.
But in all seriousness, don't get it twisted. I can still hoop.
Yeah.
I can still hoop. I just choose not to hoop. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can still hoop.
Now, did y'all play in college?
I played football in college.
Oh, you played football.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
I played in high school and college.
Okay, and what college did you go to?
Cleveland State.
Okay. Oh, Cleveland. Oh, cold.
Yeah.
It's cold.
I was pretty decent.
He was decent.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
decent.
all right.
I was
Yeah.
all right.
Look,
Yeah, he was all right.
did you go to college with him as well?
No, I went to Gardner-Webb University.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm a football player. I played basketball in high school. So, I had a decent career in basketball, but my ultimate goal was play football. So that's what I did.
So we athletes.
Yes.
Athletes, yeah.
You know,
So
he
you can recognize
and you know, we can get out and play
Yes.
3x3 and he can set some screens and
Yeah.
pass the ball.
Yeah, that's about
I'm
all I'm
gonna
doing right now.
do all the cleanup. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He ain't gotta worry about
He's
that.
gonna oversee it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, you'd have called me 25 years ago, no injury. I can
Yeah.
do buckets now.
Yeah,
I'm giving you buckets. But
Exactly.
Nowadays, nah.
Exactly. Somebody on here wants to say, better let them know. That's what he's because he played college ball. Yes, that is funny.
No, but I'm a basketball lover though. So I love basketball. I watch the game all the time. And just watching Hoop It Up, it's very entertaining. It's fast paced, it's entertaining. So I think everybody would actually gravitate towards it once they get to know it and get used to it and start to see it more. It's a real exciting, fun game to watch.
Now let me ask you, is it gonna be the normal regulations, like NBA regulations, college regulations? Or y'all having fun?
Hoop It Up has their own set of rules.
Yeah, so Hoop It Up, we partner with that. Well, they actually partner with FIBA, which is the international sanctioning body of basketball. And so we play under FIBA rules. It's 10-minute games, shot clock. Like I said, four-man team, and it's fast paced. No make it, take it. It's an entertaining style of basketball. I mean, it really
no
is.
Earthquake or hot sauce.
No, it's none of that. It ain't.
Like the
I was still watching.
It ain't the and one playground. It ain't the and one playground basketball.
Yeah,
but it is still fun though.
It is super fun. It's a ton of talent.
Yes.
I mean, it's a ton of talent. With these guys that's coming, because you gotta keep in mind, on the pro-am side, these guys are former collegiate and former professional players.
Wow. Okay.
Because what they're playing for is ultimately you play for the Hoop It Up National Championship. So you play for a spot to go to Nationals, which the Nationals is October the 15th out in Tempe, Arizona. So we actually had the tournament in Columbia where No Name Nashville qualified to go to the Nationals.
Oh, okay.
Well, with them going to Nationals, they won an all-expense-paid trip to Nationals. And then if they win there, the winner of the Nationals get an all-expense-paid trip to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wow.
To compete for the world.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the ultimate goal is it's over $1 million cash and prizes. And then you're playing for a chance to compete for USA 3x3 basketball. So it's so amazing. It's so many arms and legs to this that, it's going to bring out the best talent.
Yes.
It's going to make you go get 3 of the best guys from your city or 4 of the guys that you grew up with that you knew could hoop, and you're going to compete. And you get to do it for, 15, 20 weeks, sometimes 30 weeks out the year.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a really good opportunity to try to get.
And it's city to city.
Yeah.
It's you get to go city to city. Now it's expensive. And then so you have to be selective of what cities you select to go and play in. Because all tournaments are not the same.
Gotcha.
Some people can just do a general tournament where there's no cash prize. It's just awards.
Gotcha.
But then when you get into the quest events and the super quests and things of that magnitude, now you're talking $5,000 and $10,000 an event, $25,000 an event.
That's awesome.
So you win 2 or 3 events.
Yeah. You in there.
You ain't got to work no more this year.
Good money for them kids. It's a good money.
Yeah.
Let me find somebody in college right now.
No. They got to be intramural.
Intramural.
Intramural only.
That's awesome. And so when is the I know it's September the 24th, correct?
Yeah. So September the 25th we start at Benedict College. October the 2nd we're at South Carolina State University. Then October the 9th, we're at Allen University. Then the 16th, I think we're at Claflin. No, we're at Clinton College up in Rock Hill.
Oh, wow.
And then on the 23rd, we're at Claflin University back in Orangeburg. So for the next 5 weeks, we on the road. That was the commitment. And trying to grow it and trying to develop it into something that just far exceeds our imagination. Because not only do we want to have the kids play ball, ultimately we want to be able to provide scholarships to those students and to those institutions.
Yes, for sure.
You know, we just don't want to go on campus and, you know,
make some noise.
and use your facilities and, you know.
Just gonna make some noise right quick. We'll be back. We'll be
the goal
out.
is to give back to.
Yeah, so we had to figure out a way. We had to get creative.
School too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we had to get creative. And this was just the way of doing it. So we call in the community. We call in corporate America. We call in whoever want to support the HBCUs.
Yes. We calling What the Hell Now family.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all support, buy some tickets. I know everyone knows someone in college or, you know, support. Just support. So how much are the tickets?
Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't even put a price tag on it. Now, me and him argued about this about 2 weeks ago.
Well.
Okay. On whether or not we should charge. And I tell you why I was saying this. And let me go back. We are charging, but the schools are charging.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because my thing was, y'all control your own destiny. If you want to charge, you charge. Whatever you make is yours. I don't want anything from you. That's just another way for you to create revenue for yourselves, for the students. But then again, I didn't personally want that liability.
I understand.
You know, we can say this on the show, right?
You can say what the hell you want to on what the hell.
You know how we act sometimes, you know?
Yes.
And I didn't want that liability. I was like, he in insurance.
Yes.
And I'm like, bro, we boys, but you know this insurance. I don't want to be a part of nobody coming on campus showing out that don't supposed to be on campus.
Exactly.
And now something happened on campus. And now you saying, oh, nah, them boys from Hoop It Up was here.
Yes.
It was at their event. Now you knocking at my door to my lawsuit. And then nah.
Just like the N1 fights.
Yeah. So now you see why I was so adamant about, you know, not charging. I was like, let the college students come. We let the campus kids come. By the way, we got a live DJ that traveled with us. My little brother, DJ Brand, travels with us
to awesome.
Every city, every campus. So we had a whole gym rocking. So it's just not us playing basketball. You know, we kind of getting, you know, live out our yesteryears. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We're bringing a whole event. We're bringing an event, not just a basketball.
Yeah, it's not a basketball tournament.
Well, that's going to be fun, especially a DJ. You know, we got to have some music involved when it's us.
Yeah.
You know, have some music involved. But that's a lot of fun. And so what about, like, did y'all get, like, the cheerleaders involved or anything with the schools?
We ain't thought that far, D.
Well, I was just asking. I was a cheerleader, so I was asking because that was my favorite part.
But, I mean, you know, it maybe that's an option. I'll say that maybe championship time, you know, because March Madness here in Greenville, you know, maybe we can get the winning schools to bring the cheerleaders or something. But you know,
that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I gotta talk to the budget man because you know you said that I had a cheerleaders here tomorrow. Like, hey, can they go Friday? And he'll be like, hey, bro, you know this budget tight. You know, there you go again.
They'll be ready too for sure. I know it. And so go ahead and let them know. You know, again, you know, a recap of, you know, how this would help, you know, if they would go ahead and come out, support, tell them everything that they're supporting and why it's necessary right now, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just necessary to come out and support. We are, like I said, we're not just bringing a basketball tournament to these HBCU campuses. We're actually trying to help kids and help the facilities, help the programs, you know, to generate some income, generate some revenue so that they can pour back into these kids. So, you know, if you got a heart for kids and helping out the community, you know, it's definitely events you want to come to and support. Yeah, for sure. So, you know, whatever you can do to support, come out and you know, attend the game, or you know, if you want to sponsor, you know, an ad or anything like that, you know, we definitely are open to that as well. So, yeah, we're just calling on everybody in the community, corporations, business people, you know, basketball lovers. Just come on out and support.
Yeah, and then you know, shout out to our partners. Shout out, I have to say this to Columbia SC Sports because they were there from the beginning. Scott Powers in Columbia, you know, they were there from the very beginning when the idea came to, you know, to my mind. And when I started talking to T, Scott was one of the first people that I talked to. And he invited me to the South Carolina Recreation Conference here in Greenville back in February, I think it was, January or February, with him and his constituents. And, I had a 10-minute spiel, of why Hoop It Up would be the next big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the first one, or one of the first one to actually understand it and jump on board. And so what we're doing now, shout out to Regionals Management, Sean, Chris, we actually are starting a internship program through Regional Management on the HBCU campuses.
Okay.
So they are that's involved with the tournament. So they are going to be traveling with us. They're going to have a rep traveling with us, getting firsthand, dibs on our talent.
Yes,
giving us,
sure.
First options. Sometimes we tend to be 4th, 5th, 6th pick of the litter, so to speak.
Yes.
But when I was talking to them, I told them, I said, man, I believe that, because we had a chance to interact with these kids the first time. I said, I believe that some of these students can compete with some of the students at bigger schools if you give them the same opportunity.
Yes.
Provide them with the same information about the career, and then, let's go mano a mano, and let's see who wanted. Yeah, who really wanted it. So Regional Management was one to step up, along with yourself, What the Hell podcast. Shout out to Tyler and Sports and Culture. So Sports and Culture is traveling with us to do a lot of the photography and the media. We, like I said, we not cutting any expense on our end to making this work.
Awesome.
We want to develop it the right way, but we also want to keep in mind what our true focus was.
Sure.
And that's what that was helping, because we get that knock in our community that we only help when we feel like we're gonna be seen.
Yes.
Or somebody gonna say something about us. But we've been doing this.
Yeah.
And we've never, told anybody about it. We've never asked for any recognition. It just so happened that Hoop It Up just happened to finally come into fruition. And we had this conversation, Tory, and I was like, so who gonna talk? Because we be like, they don't gotta know it's me. I don't care. We don't. It's not us. Who cares? And that's the thing about our relationship. We don't go back and forth about the small things. It's just like, it's a bigger picture. Let's figure it out. You tell me a number. I'll say yay or nay. I'll tell him a number is yay or nay. And then at the end of the day, the next day, we got the number and we done. Let's go.
Well, y'all can just use both my ears to tell me, and then I talk for y'all because I don't mind being in the front.
Yeah. I really had to, convince him to come do this today. Because he was like, well, come on, man. We don't do this. But, eventually,
people need to know.
We're going to have to do it.
Yes, in the world that we live in now, unfortunately, people want to be know who they're supporting.
Yeah, but then some people just nosy. You know that.
I know. Yeah, I understand that part too.
People just nosy.
You got to remember who you're reaching out to, the younger generation.
Yeah,
and
correct.
So the younger generation wants to know who's behind more now.
Correct.
Now they do. They'll research the mess out of something to find out who did it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad y'all are doing it. And so tell them, how can they contact y'all for sponsorship, just, for the schedule, everything? How can they contact you?
Yeah, so Facebook, Facebook page is Upstate Hoops Group. And then also Upstate Hoops Group on Instagram as well. So, you can inbox us there. We always checking those messages. So we get a lot of people asking us questions through those platforms. So if you have any questions or want any information, we can be reached there on any one of those social media platforms, Facebook or Instagram. Upstate Hoops Group.
Awesome. All right. Any last words?
Yeah, I didn't shout out Nationwide either. He thought I was going to forget. But, Nationwide is on our side. I was trying to get him to get Jill Scott to do us a little segment for Hoop It Up. But,
we still can make that happen.
Yeah, so, but nah, in all fairness, we do have good partners, and it don't take a lot to make some things work. It just take a will to get it done.
For sure.
And personally, I'm glad my boy's on board.
Yes.
Even though my circle is super. My circle is small. He'll tell you when it comes to doing things like this.
Yes.
Because I'm a basketball fanatic, first of all. Then second, so it has layers of why I'm involved with Hoop It Up. But when the kids got to suffer, you got to put all that to the side. Because we seen some things. I was like,
boots to the ground.
My kids can't call me saying they got this going on.
Yeah.
Come on, this ain't it.
For sure. Well, I'm so glad that y'all did come and do WTHN with us. And so, for sure. Anytime. And I'm going to have to pop up at, one of them tournaments and go live with those players and let them talk.
You were welcome.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
You're welcome. You just show up and we go.
Make me feel like I'm in my yesteryears. I might have to wear a chilling uniform. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
Bring the microphone.
I'm act right.
Get some calisthenics in, get loose.
I know. No, I'm gonna act right because I'm old now. I'm gonna chill. But thank y'all so much for coming out today and doing the show with me. And I look forward to everything with the tournament. And I am for sure gonna come to some of them because I love what you're doing with it. In general, with just helping the regular kids at school. They don't always have to be the full blown athletes to support the colleges, and that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I love it. Yes,
thank you.
Thank y'all so much. And make sure that y'all go support them and look up that Facebook page that he said. What's the name of it again?
Upstate Hoops Group.
Upstate Hoops Group. And then they're on here in the What the Hell family now too. And so message them, but message the page first, please. Y'all don't bombard them with messages, okay? And so
I don't answer that, so
whatever question you have, let us know.
But make sure that y'all contact them and support for sure. And if y'all have anyone in colleges and if y'all are in college or, alumni or anything like that, reach out to them to just support even if you can't make a game.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining WTHN today. Again, this is Tory Atkins and CC Ivery. And until the next time, I see y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
Y'all be easy. Thank you.
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is going on? What the